So the first thing that I really want to identify, I know myself as a CEO, I've got, there's 11 of us, so that's the side business. So it's not a huge business, but what that generally means is a lot of hats are being worn by myself, and that's one of the big, my sort of personal pain points is the hat scenario, you know, which hat to wear when, getting into that mindset. I'd like you guys to share on your side some of your personal pain points that you have as owners of your business.
Yeah, sure. I think that one of the challenges for me personally is focus. So not focus on work, it's more like focus on the kind of work I want to do. Because I think that, you know, to your point about why a lot of businesses fail, I think digital agencies are dominant as of nowadays. So I think that, and a lot of them, I believe, are not as successful as others because they're too diverse, like they do too many things. So what I really struggle with is like finding the 4 or 5 things that I really want to do and do as well. So it's kind of like a work in progress. I'm not 100% there yet, but you know, I think it's really important to niche yourself, because if you do too many things, like jack or trades master of none. So I think while it's a nice idea, it's not a practical thing to solve. So I think that's a big one for me is focus.
Right?
So it's personal.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I'll have a beer after this. Okay, so I think personal, for me, I like to, I get like distracted very easily, so squirrel and then shiny objects and running, and I think that, you know, when I've got a team that's looking at this person running around and trying to chase after these different, you know, initiatives and this different kind of opportunity, I think then that creates a lot of distraction. As also for me personally, it's about how do I actually choose one thing to focus on. You know, there's a lot of summits, or there's a lot of content out there and activations so that you can learn more. But there's just a certain amount of, so much that you can actually consume before you just get completely paralyzed.
And my staff, I'm pretty sure they roll their eyes and go, yeah, she goes again. When I walk in and say, no, guys, we have to be doing this, and we have to be using this software. That happens a lot. That happened this morning, actually. I feel that even being in today's conference, I mean, my notebook here has got lots of scribbles of like, we need to be implementing this in the company, we could be going here. And I think then I would agree with you, focal point seems to, focus is my issue as an ADH child.
Just to comment as well, I think that like managing a perception that of the team you build is also like, it's something that I would also, you know, I'm not quite there yet, but I think that that's something that I also carefully have to manage, because, you know, it's so important. So I think that that's also a really good point to sort of comment on.
You mean perception of where we're going,
or them of you. So like if you're like running around and like, wow, this guy doesn't know what he's doing, or you kind of like flip-flopping the whole time, it's kind of like, you know, you want to be real, but you also want to be, you know, you want people to kind of like be confident that you are taking them in the right direction.
you're leading them.
Yeah.
And basically, same question, but now as your business as a whole, what are you saying? What are you feeling the pain points are currently?
I think that, you know, as kind of like a small business, like access to data from clients is always a challenge. I think even like the big agencies, it's probably a case of, you know, you chat to the clients about, oh, you know, can you put us in touch with these people, and they probably haven't even thought that that would be useful to you. So I think access to data is always a really, is always like access to all the data is always a bit of a challenge. And then also access to resource. So kind of for me, building like a consulting business where I kind of consult with the clients to support them, that I can rely on their resources, and their resources have to be reliable. So that's also a challenge that I face, and there's not really much I can do about that. But at the same time, I don't particularly want to hire all those people. So that's the tension as well.
Still relates to focus. So I think for us, what was a big thing, so we employ, because we have a warehouse in Maitland and in Stellenbosch, so we employ 39 people full-time. So it's just about, you know, in that space, you're in an environment where everyone has their specific responsibilities, and there is that huge element of focus. And my team are very diverse in terms of, you know, you've got your people in sales, but then you've got blue-collar workers, you've got someone washing glasses, making sure that it's extra shiny, and so you have to translate across that entire spectrum of understanding. And the biggest thing there is then around how do you translate, because we were taught English and Dutch and Afrikaans and Xhosa, and literally from that element, that's one sort of language profile. But as an actual group of people, everyone interprets information in a different way. And that for me has been a huge pain point, and also like a great learning curve as well, because every single person I have a conversation with about the same thing that we need to execute, I have to in some way or another translate it in a way that they best understand, because it's not actually about how much I understand it, in the sense of if I understand it completely, and they're 90% there, it doesn't work. And just to give a simple example, cash flow is a big thing in startup business. So today we're running this, this campaign with our clients where if there's any orders that are greater than 30 days away, we're going to be doing or offering them a 5% extra discount they pay now, for an event in the future, for an order in the future. And everyone understood it, and I literally got a WhatsApp message just before this, and my client liaison that deals with all of our orders, she was asking, okay, is it 5% of the net discount if someone gets a discount, or is it now 5% of the normal retail amount, or if you get a trade amount? And I mean, that's just an example where everyone understood the concept, but then in execution, it was so different.
So true. How are you currently using digital and automation to run your businesses? So not necessarily a product that you're putting out there, but how are you utilizing it from project management or communication point of view?
So I'm busy exploring Zapier a lot, which is like an automation platform, and I'm not there yet, but what I want to do in the future is I want to create like Zaps where client's invoice gets loaded into my invoice platform. I automatically create their workspace in Trello, and like all the other documents that go with it and all that stuff sounds incredible. But like I haven't done it yet because of life and work. So but like I know what I want to do. I know what
biggest resource, time.
Totally. Like I know it's there and it's what I want. Like it's absolutely what I want to do. But then I'm like, but like my onboarding isn't perfect and I don't have a logo and all these stupid things when actually I just need to like.
Sounds like the greatest procrastination.
Well, it's
I don't have a logo.
It's like doing that over like spending time on a client's project, it seems like a simple one for me. So yeah.
Okay, so the hiring industry, hiring chairs and tables and anything, it's as I said earlier, it's very offline. It's very paper-based. It's run by quite an older crowd that haven't really been embracing technology of any kind. So what we've done is we've really latched on to I think the lingo is the platform ecosystem. So we use Xero accounting, which links with our cloud-based, English-based actually sales and stock management system. Because hiring is quite different to the e-commerce side. So you've got it today, but then tomorrow you don't have it, and you sell it again on the weekend. So it has to have that hiring and returning forecast. So the Xero connects with the sales and ordering system, which connects with our white label logistics dashboard and platform. So basically, when my client liaison is putting your order into into the sales system, it's connecting with the logistics system, telling it, okay, this is the order, creating a specific delivery, so that when the driver, which they have a mobile app, then actually delivers your products, you then get an SMS notification with a link to kind of like an Uber style, but you don't have an app, you just get the SMS with a link and you can follow your driver in real time. Now that's kind of how we're trying to push it, just to, not as a gimmicky, but as a communication gap, because that's what we found is the biggest thing when people are ordering something, especially within events, whether it be for 10 of your friends, coming over, or 1,000 people. It's the communication. So
but it's because it's such a high stress. I think anybody who's ever arranged a birthday party, a wedding, or a conference, as you guys will know, that takes another level of person. I get personally super stressed out, so I would want something that's actually giving me feedback.
And this, you know, like Zapier, like it's making it possible for small businesses to connect these platforms, because I do believe in the whole, call it platform environment, where we have to connect with each and every platform that we possibly can. Like even seeing the DIY website builders, that's extremely inspiring, because I mean I've used one before, but just in terms of the white labeling aspect now, it just opens the door out for us to offer our customers the opportunity, because a lot of them aren't digital savvy as events businesses, small events businesses. So if we can do that, white label it, and actually make sure that we can actually offer that, if their business grows, then we grow because we plug in.
Absolutely. So to end off, before we open it up, I would love to know if there was a dream product that could take away these pain points right now. What does it look like?
Like some sort of app that gives you more hours in the day.
Yeah, something like that. Something that clones you.
Yeah, cloning.
Time machine.
That'd be incredible. Yeah, it would definitely be something that
Sounds like it gives you time back.
Yeah,
really.
totally. Something that can automate. I'm sure these things exist. I mean, there's literally an app for everything nowadays, so it's a case of just finding it. But it would definitely be something that allows you to automate, you know, the highlight of something that would usually take you a long time to do. So, you know, I can't really think of anything specific, but it would definitely be something that like just really, I don't know, like there's this, like on the whole Zapier thing, what, like then generating leads for your business as well. I mean, that's also something that you can really automate, where you can use Zapier to, I don't know, search for websites that have blogs, for example, but aren't populated, and pull those into like some sort of like cold emailing system. And those are all the kinds of things that I like to build for my clients, but I don't do it for myself. So, and I really should. So anything that could optimize time for me would be the number one thing that I'd want to do.
That would be another SME pain point, is the whole car mechanic scenario of we fix other people's cars, but our car's always broken.
I've noticed just within our team, if we could have, because a lot of people have like messaging apps, and they've got productivity apps, and everything is like really good in terms of that isolation. But if you could have an app or a platform whereby my staff could, or my picking staff, they could arrive, they could clock in, you know, take a photo of themselves, but then that's integrated with one platform that also they, like Microsoft Teams, that we can all chat through. They can put their leave in that platform, they can apply for leave, and then they can message their mates, and then announcements can be everything all within that kind of platform. If it's out there, if you've seen it before, that would be awesome. But I think that sort of integration, taking a Slack with the Microsoft Teams with actually normal.
I mean that's essentially what we've been looking at the moment. Was I'm so sick and tired of logging into 15 different things to run my company, and I'm looking for that one login to do it all, as well as just the cost. So it's only $50, and then it's only $50, and it's only $50, and my tiny little company of 11 people, believe it or not, our software costs, and I don't mean the stuff that actually does work for us, just running of things, is 20,000 Rand a month. I mean, it's quite crazy money if you really think it's 240,000 Rand off our bottom line that's essentially going to software costs, just because we're having to use a HubSpot for this, and using a Xero for that, and using Microsoft for something else, and the list goes on and on for days. It's quite incredible.